Thank you. I hurriedly came to the dais. I thought that will stop her, but anyway, it sounds very flattering. Thanks for a very kind introduction. So amongst us, the Chairman Dr. Narayanan, Chairman IN-SPACE, Dr. Pawan Goenka, our 4 astronauts, Subhashu, Prashant, Angad, Krishna. I can see all the senior members of Team ISRO, our former chairman, Somanathan. I think one healthy tradition in ISRO is that they may retire, but they continue working. So they are retired only in the office files, not in the ISRO files. And I'm glad. So very much like Somanathan, Kiran Kumar, Dr. Radhakrishnan, all of them continue to be there, following the same tradition and continuing with their projects. I can also see senior secretaries of the different departments of science, Dr. Ravi Chandran, Dr. Abhay is there, yes, Principal Scientific Advisor, and all the senior members of fraternity, and of course the students who are the main attraction of this program this morning. Now, Subhashu was saying that he was taken by surprise when he was asked to speak. So I think I take the responsibility of having committed that guilt. Because the moment I came on the stage, I requested Dr. Narayanan, place 4 more chairs over here and make them speak before I speak, because otherwise nobody will listen to me. Because I told him they have come to, the cameras are there to take their picture, the audience is there to listen to them. So at least by the time I come, that appetite would have been satiated, if not wholly to some extent, so some of them would be ready to listen to me. And then I said, see, you and I and others may be script writers, but the audience comes to see the hero and the heroine, not the script writer. So let's be modest enough. And I'm glad that you had an opportunity to spontaneously express yourself, and I'm sure they would have liked to talk to you more and more. And we as facilitators feel proud of you and also feel humbled. Now, coming back to what Dr. Narayanan was saying, that yes, a very significant point he made, but I'm afraid it might go out only as a part of a polite conversation when he said all are equal. So please don't think this is just an expression of politeness coming out from the chairman. In fact, we have created an asset for India. So all these 4 gentlemen, because the story began with Gaganyaan. Somewhere in 2018, I think the then chairman shared with us that India is ready to now send up a human being in this space. So we were very guarded. So I said, we must check our ourselves. And when ultimately it was made out that yes, we could do it, then we thought we should have the announcement being made by the Prime Minister, because when Prime Minister announces from the ramparts of Red Fort, it becomes a declaration of intent and the whole world notices it. So we promised to each other, made a religious promise that we would not utter a single word before the Prime Minister has spoken from the Red Fort. And then all these guys came together, and the mission is still going on. It's just incidental that in between we had this. And Subhashu has been there, but in 2027, when we have the first human mission, we'll have 2 of them going up. Maybe subsequently we have more. So this is a sustainable, continuous asset with us, the 4 of them. The mission for which they have been enrolled and registered is not over. It's just a stopover with the International Space Station. Now, coming back to the National Space Day, which the chairman was referring, अब उसमें क्या हुआ कि आज से ठीक 2 बरस पहले, इसी दिन, आज ही के दिन, हिंदुस्तान वो पहला मुल्क बन गया जो चंद्रमा के साउथ पोल पर पहुंचा. And that sent out a huge message to the world that look, India has arrived. India is now no longer a follower. On the contrary, India today beckons others to follow her. And that was a momentous occasion. और प्रधानमंत्री का ये सुझाव आया कि इस क्षण को, इस पल को, इस दिन को अंकित करने के लिए क्या ऐसा हो सकता है कि प्रतिवर्ष ये दिवस मनाया जाए, राष्ट्रीय अंतरिक्ष दिवस? एंड आई थिंक ब्रॉडली द ऑब्जेक्टिव्स आर टू फोल्ड। एक तो हम इससे आत्ममंथन करें कि हम कहाँ खड़े हैं, कहाँ आगे जाना है, और दूसरा ये बच्चे प्रेरित होकर के देख सके कि कितने सारे इनके लिए अवसर, मौके इस क्षेत्र में मौजूद हैं। एंड टुडे व्हेन वी ऑब्जर्व दिस फॉर द सेकेंड टाइम, इसका एक विशेष महत्व बन जाता है। एक तो इसलिए कि अभी अभी एक्सियम 4 मिशन संपन्न हुआ है और उसमें भाग लेने का निमंत्रण वहां से आया था, यहां से नहीं गया। अर्थात भारत की प्रतिभाओं की मान्यता विश्व भर में हुई है। इट वॉज अ मिशन विच वॉज डिडंट ओरिजिनेट फ्रॉम इंडिया, नॉट डिड इंडिया कंसीव, लेकिन इसका अर्थ ये हुआ कि they now have started valuing Indian talent, Indian capabilities, and they feel that our boys, when they go there, they can add value to their mission. So that is the first message. और दूसरा इसका ये महत्व कि अभी कुछ ही सप्ताह, कुछ ही महीने पहले ऑपरेशन सिंदूर आपने देखा, और स्पेस टेक्नोलॉजी की भारत की क्षमताओं का प्रदर्शन धरती से आकाश तक हुआ। And all that you see and you saw was a very optimum synergy of the two of the departments which many of us are associated with, the Department of Space Technology and Department of Atomic Energy. But what is even more important is कि ये सारी क्षमताएं, ये सारी सलाहियतें गत 10 वर्षों में ही हासिल की गई। ये टेक्नोलॉजी का ट्रांसफर भी 10 सालों में हुआ, टेक्नोलॉजी का विकास भी 10 सालों में हुआ, और इस तरह की वॉरफेयर टेक्नोलॉजीज की परख करने का अवसर कब रहता है। ऑपरेशन सिंदूर ने हमें मौका दिया पाकिस्तान की धरती पर इसको परखने का, और दुनिया और विश्व को ये समझ में आया कि व्हाट हैज हैपेंड इन द लास्ट 11 years ऑफ द मोदी गवर्नमेंट। लेकिन विद ऑल द एनालिस्ट्स, द जर्नलिस्ट्स एंड द थिंकर्स सिटिंग इन दिस रूम, शायद एक दिन ये भी सवाल आएगा कि 70-80 साल तक ये क्यों कर ऐसा हुआ कि हमारा अंतरिक्ष विभाग अलग थलग पड़ा हुआ सुस्त रफ्तार में चलता रहा। और जब उसका जवाब ढूंढा जाएगा तो समझ में आएगी कुछ ऐसी बातें जिसकी ओर अभी प्रधानमंत्री जी इशारा कर रहे थे, कि बहुत सारे क्रांतिकारी निर्णय लिए गए इन 7-8 वर्षों में। Now we are following the global benchmarks, we are following global strategies, we are following, because if we have to move on, we have to understand, we have to follow the global parameters. और उसमें सबसे बड़ा क्रांतिकारी निर्णय था ओपनिंग अप ऑफ द स्पेस टू द प्राइवेट सेक्टर, and this could have happened only because we had a prime minister who has the courage of conviction to break the taboos of the past, to take out-of-box decisions. And one of the media friends very rightly had pointed out that day while reporting it, that Modi has opened India's space, and rather Modi has unlocked India's space. And of course, for the first time, the gates of Sriharikota were open to all. अब इसका अर्थ ये हुआ, और ये हमारे लिए एक सबक की बात भी है, because we have this day prompts us also to introspect what could have been done, what was not done, what could have been done, what could be done now at least. हमारे पास प्रतिभाओं की कभी कमी ना थी, योग्यता भी थी, काबिलियत भी थी, क्षमता भी थी, सलाहियत भी थी, आंखों में सपने भी थे, दिल में अरमान भी थे, हाथों में मेहनत करने का मादा भी था, लेकिन शायद वो अनुकूलता ना थी जो नीति निर्धारकों के स्तर से अपेक्षित होती है, या वो सपोर्ट सिस्टम ना था जो राजनीतिक नेतृत्व से अपेक्षित होता है। आपने देखा हो किस प्रकार से सारा भाई ने अपना सामान साइकिल पर उठा करके कैरेज में ले जाने का भी काम किया। So what was lacking was that enabling milieu, and that was provided after 2014 when Prime Minister Modi took over and the department started reporting directly to him. And that is the difference. And that is a lesson for us. We already were late. We could have done that earlier. And once that has happened, the outcomes are miraculous. Some of these were pointed out even by the Prime Minister, some of them pointed out by the Chairman. We were almost a decimal economy, naam matra space. Today we are $8 billion US in the next 8 to 10 years. The projections are rising so fast, the graph is ascending so fast that we might increase 4 or 5 times to $45 billion, which in other words means that space would be an important component, and space economy would be an important component of India's future economic growth as India moves from rank 4 to rank 3, 2, 1 and so on. And now we have become the mainstream players in India's economic growth. We are no longer sitting in the periphery and just doing some odd experiments in the lab which are of no relevance to the country's overall growth. Startup ko dekhiye, till about 3-4 years back, there was hardly a concept of startup in space sector. Today we have nearly 400 startups, and many of them have the world potential. Many of them have turned into lucrative entrepreneurs. It's become, it's emerged as a huge avenue of entrepreneurship. Suddenly, I was seeing in the engineering colleges, the aerospace option in engineering has suddenly gone up. And the reflection of that comes when we receive requests for the internship which happens in the 3rd year of their course. और ये सब पिछले 3-4-5 सालों में हुआ. यानी ये हो सकता था, मगर ना हुआ. And that could be also a lesson for us to follow. अब कुछ लोग ये कहते हैं कि साहब ये रॉकेट भेजने से क्या होगा? तो हो गया तो क्या हुआ? अब रॉकेट तो गया, इसी से आप लोग यहाँ इकट्ठा हुए इन सबको देखने के लिए. ना जाता तो कैसे होता? There is a huge amount of romanticism. जब कोई पिक्चर आने वाली होती है तो उसका ट्रेलर दिखाते हैं, उसमें वो कहानी नहीं दिखाते, वो सैड सॉन्ग नहीं दिखाते, उसमें वो दिखाते हैं जो आपको टिकल करता है, बाकी सब बाद में. But the sending up rocket, of course, is a romantic exercise. It associates you with that area of work. But our 80%, 70% of the work in space technology is dedicated to what the Honorable Prime Minister briefly referred. We have created for the world an entirely unique model of the application of space technology to bring in ease of living in the life of a common citizen, in our infrastructure projects, in our development projects. And virtually, space technology has entered every Indian household, although the householders may not be aware that they are using space technology. It's quietly entered into your doorstep. And some of our space technology projects are now being emulated by the rest of the world. Gati Shakti ka bhi Pradhan Mantri ji ne zikr kiya. I think the first of its kind, when you monitor the infrastructure projects, you save on time, you save on money. When we grow in economy, it's not only what the kind of wealth we generate, also the kind of wealth we save. And that is the model of Gati Shakti. Swamitra program, drone ke saath mil karke, you can map your own land. You made citizen the master of his destiny. You have put Patwari out of job, which was such a sought-after job in this country. Telemedicine, disaster, as Prime Minister was mentioning. We are now providing even to the neighbors the inputs for that. Most of our housing programs, Amrit housing project, our smart cities project, defense का मैंने जिक्र करने की जरूरत नहीं, आपने ऑपरेशन संदूर अपनी आंखों से देख लिया. So it's not only confined only to the setting up of rockets, because that is equally important. और इसलिए, I won't take long, but the Axiom Commission, of course, much has been talked about it by the chairman, also been talked about the 4 astronauts, and also referred to by the Prime Minister. But what possibly is missed out is that even the participation of one of these 4 gentlemen, Shubhashu, in that Axiom mission is closely aligned with the Modi government's flagship programs and the Modi government's priority ideals. And I'll tell you how, because most of us, we are all from the science fraternity, we're not making a polite or a political speech. what he did, whether it was life sciences, plant physiology, is going to have a huge, huge relevance even for the people living on the earth. जो माइक्रोग्रेविटी में इन्होंने स्टडी किया मायोजेनेसिस, what happens when the muscles get wasted because of disuse, how to strategize their recovery, is very much relevant. Most of our diseases, like for example, we have in type 2 diabetes mellitus, we have so also in some of the malignancies. We also have that following these ordinary incidents of bone fractures where you have to be bedridden or confined to bed, and then you are asked to do physiotherapy. So how do you strategize? So it's going to have a huge, huge benefit for the people living on the earth, and benefit not confined only to the 140 crore Indians, to the entire mankind, and therefore विश्व बंधु भारत जो बार बार प्रधानमंत्री जी कहते हैं, उसका प्रतीक एक्सियम 4 मिशन रहा है. The experiments performed by an Indian with the Indian material and the Indian literature, but the benefit is for the rest of the world as well, and equally as much. Secondly, all these kits which he carried to the space were developed over here. The Department of Biotechnology, which is also a part of the Ministry of Science and Technology, our institute over here, close by in Delhi itself, contributed to that. The other Institute of Biotechnology, the INSTEM in Bengaluru, the CSIR Institute, we have over here again, the ICGEB. So there was CSIR, there was biotechnology, there were the IITs, there were the Indian Institute of Sciences, Bengaluru, where Professor Sood has been a distinguished faculty. So इस सब का क्या मतलब हुआ? इस सब का मतलब हुआ whole of government and whole of nation. Again, this is what in the last 10 years we have been seeking to propagate. और तीसरा, एक्सपेरिमेंट्स कंडक्ट करने वाला हिंदुस्तानी, सामग्री हिंदुस्तानी. तो क्या अर्थ हुआ? मेक इन इंडिया एंड आत्मनिर्भर भारत. So you can understand, in a single sojourn of just about 2 weeks, we have proved to the world that India can be Atmanirbhar Bharat, that India can be Vishwa Hindu Bharat, and India can also perform in an integrated, synergized fashion involving each and every citizen. So that's the most important lesson, and of course the outcomes, as I said. Now the theme which the chairman was referring to, I think India has an advantage over the rest of the world which many other countries don't have. We have the asset of the traditional knowledge. And we are trying to institutionalize it, we are trying to digitalize it. Even in CSIR, we have set up a traditional knowledge digital library. So I fancifully called it TKDL because that is what the youngsters understand. If you give them a big name, they don't understand. But you give them an acronym, that sounds fancy. So it is called TKDL. So we have the advantage of combining our traditional knowledge with the cutting edge technology, which is not so in case of other nations, other countries, and that is why very thoughtfully the theme today is Aryabhatta to Gaganyaan, ancient wisdom to infinite possibilities, and the exhibition which has been laid out outside is also depicted here. Our journey from those ancient times to today, and also what is to be followed tomorrow. And as far as the upcoming missions are concerned, Chairman was trying to enumerate, but I think what is important to understand is that this year particularly has been very, very significant for ISRO. 2024 ended with SpaceX, and 2025 began with NAVIC. And now, of course, we'll have Vayomitra, and then 27 Gaganyaan, then 28 Chandrayaan 4, then Venus and Bharat Antariksh Station 2035. And of course, again and again, it has been said that 2040, an Indian landing on the surface of the moon. But do you know what is the implication? हम बार-बार हर मंच से कह रहे हैं कि सन 2047 जब हिंदुस्तान अपनी आज़ादी की 100वीं सालगिरह मनाएगा तो विकसित भारत. लेकिन हमें अभी ये नहीं समझ में आया कि उससे ठीक 7 साल पहले एक हिंदुस्तानी चांद की धरती से खड़ा होकर ये ऐलान करेगा कि 7 साल बाद हिंदुस्तान विकसित भारत बनने वाला है। The first declaration of the arrival of Viksit Bharat is going to be made from the surface of moon. ये उड़ान इसी तरह जारी रहे, ये प्रवास इसी तरह जारी रहे और इसी तरह हिंदुस्तान आसमान और ब्रह्मांड की बुलंदियों पर फतेह हासिल करता रहे। जैसे एक बार अल्लामा इकबाल ने उसी बुलंदी का जिक्र करते हुए कहा था कि खुद ही को कर बुलंद इतना कि हर तकदीर से पहले खुदा बंदे से खुद पूछे बता तेरी रजा क्या है। इसी कामना के साथ, इसी दुआ के साथ, थैंक यू वेरी मच।